Alright, hey again out there. We're currently on part 165, and today, as you might be able to guess, we're going to finish up the chunk digging that I started and continued in the last two parts. So it's been 4 hours of digging the chunk out, like pretty much straight. Um, First things first, we actually need to use the Guardian farm. It's been a little while, but we do need to use it because I have my pickaxes that need to be repaired along with a couple of other tools, mainly like old elytra, things like that. So those need to get fixed real quick, and then we can go turn on the mob switch and start digging again. But it's almost done. We finished more than a whole. Something fell. I hope that wasn't me. That would be kind of cursed. I logged out of my base, so I should still be fine. I can see the bubble elevator and everything. But wow, it really did not like the load there. Oh, that was a fast eat. But either way, we're currently on day 1684, and as I was saying, yeah, we're gonna go fix up the old elytras and things like that that are in my old shulker boxes down in here. I need to grab these first because I need more fireworks. There we go. Uh, one more thing I want to do while I'm still remembering that it in fact exists. The couple of things. That I'm just getting everything that doesn't have full durability into my inventory, and then hopefully I can fix it at the not hopefully I will be able to fix it at the shop, but shop, that's not quite the right word, but you get what I'm saying here. But I need to bring a couple of extra boxes with me, and we're gonna go check on the slime and cactus farms, mainly because I believe they're over capacity by now. I know the slime farm has got to be over capacity by this point. The cactus farm, I think I curbed enough to where it should be fine. Um, what was the splashing? Oh, it must have been a cactus growing like right as I was down here. That one's fine. That's good to see. Of course, we still have like four shulker boxes of cactus, so and I can't really quick transfer anything since I don't have a lot of inventory space. See, some of it actually goes down. Oh yeah, we need to be over here. See, some of it gets shot out the side a little bit too aggressively, which isn't really that big of a deal. This is our little scaffolding area for the slime farm, which has not, I don't believe it's been, oh no, it's actually good. Alright, sweet. I guess I emptied it out somewhat recently at least, but yeah, if you don't know, this is a slime farm that I built. The design is by Logical Geek Boy, I believe, but the actual hard part of it was finding the slime chunk. Normally you could just use something like chunk base just to like get it really, really quickly. But again, as I'm not using chunk base in this world, I actually had to like dig out a large space and segment like a bunch of separate chunks. And then if something would spawn in those chunks, then I would know like where it is or where it came from. It was quite the ordeal, but still pretty good. But anywho, we'll go ahead and head on up and out here and go get the tools fixed really quickly, and then we'll go ahead and fucking do shit. Yeah, go ahead and go digging. Now we should see a couple of hostile mobs within this little area. So that way we know the thing's at least on and running. But then again, we might not. These are kind of... Oh, no, you saw one. You can see the bow glimmering in the lack of light, so... but yeah, if we go ahead and fly over here, here's the old Guardian farm. Good for XP, and a ton of it very, very quickly. I'm just using it to repair a bunch of tools at the moment, and mainly my old armors too. But how it works is basically only a quarter of the Guardian farm is loaded, and this design is by Ian Axelford, by the way. Highly, highly recommend building it. This thing is fucking nice. It's a lot better than, not better, it's just as good, unironically, as draining out an entire fucking ocean monument. Like the rates are genuinely that comparable. Um, it gives you all the normal Guardian drops, but the XP is great, and all you do is you cover like a quarter of a Guardian farm in soul sand, and then it has a bunch of like scaffolding and nether portals, so they would eventually get pushed up by the soul sand. They flop around, and eventually they flop around into the nether portal. And then once they do that, then they flop around from the nether into the overworld after a certain time has passed. Which, speaking of time, I might have to pop over to the nether side because we should be seeing significantly more out of this. Something's not right. This doesn't seem right. Yeah, something's not correct. I gotta get out of here before that blockage gets very bad. So every now and then there will be a, how do I put it, a problem. I haven't had it happen in ages, but then again, I haven't used the farm in ages, so we'll double check. But there's a kind of hopper clock, I believe, in that device, and it sometimes fucks up a little bit. So you have to do a little bit of maintenance on it to unfuck it. So let's see how that goes. I have not done that in ages, so I'm not quite sure what to expect. It's actually pretty close to my main portal already. Um, you might have seen at least a small trail leading out to it, especially, yeah, actually, here it is. So this one might have gotten fucked up. So that's the nether side of the Guardian farm. Yeah, something got messed up. So again, there's a timer for the trapdoors that tells it when they can and can't get through. So they're taking entity cramming damage. A couple of things. We're gonna pause here real quick, and we're just gonna crank that one. But they're taking entity cramming damage up here because the hopper clock has been desynced somehow. All we're gonna do is just take that out of there and just shift it back over, and we're gonna wait until all of them flow through. So eventually, once this one is full, it should power this piston, push it back, and then that'll deactivate the trapdoors, and then they'll pop back in through the overworld. So it was just unloading this chunk at the wrong time was all. It's a very easy fix. I just don't like being up here because there's so fucking many of them. Um, I wonder if I actually get to see any of them like pop on through once the portal goes through. Yeah, see, you see how it's getting a lot less like aggressive. So they're all popping in through the overworld because they're flopping around and do it after enough time. It's just unloading and deloading this area in the wrong way can mess with some stuff. Oh, and it's also on a chunk border. I should have been a little bit more cautious of that when I built this the first time around. That one's a little bit on me, but should have not done that maybe. Luckily, it's not too big of a deal, but still isn't quite something you'd want to do on purpose if you could help it, you know? Building anything redstone related on or near a chunk border is never quite a good idea. But no, it was an easy fix. You just fly up there, you go fucking fix it, you come back through, you go to the farm, you're all good. But yeah, when I first made it, I had to make sure the thing was really sealed very good, and it's very important that you like triple check it that it's sealed good, because if it's not, you're gonna have like way too many guardians fucking constantly flooding the nether, which is very hard to deal with. Not to mention you couldn't even fix up the real problem if you wanted to, because you'd have to be killing so many of them. But oh yeah, my skeleton horses are still here. Glad they're still here. I name tagged them and everything, so I would hope they would still be there. But no, we should be fully fixed up now. Shouldn't be too bad. So we'll just go ahead and just wear the elytra. We'll wear the other boots. But yeah, basically all we're doing is just waiting for them to come in the first batch here. You can see we've got some leftover shards and crystals and fishes. This is mainly back from when I cleared all this shit out at one point to make a ton of like prismarine blocks and sea lanterns, mainly sea lanterns. You can't really see me though. You were looking at me, but you can't actually see me. Now the first batch is a little shitty, but I believe the second batch should be a little bit better. Right? That was an item drop. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, yep, there we go. Look at it go. And the water combined with the scaffolding here stops them from dying from like entity cramming. So that's one of the big things of this farm too, is that they don't die to entity cramming because of shit like that. Small little tricks here and there do help out big time. But yep, it's pretty quick as you can see, or you could guess, but So yeah, that fixed up quite a large number of my tools here. So let's just go ahead and get some more of them switched out. We're just gonna try and fix up as much as we can here real quick. And this should actually be the last little batch, so good sweep. But yeah, this thing is ridiculously sick for just getting a ton of levels for fixing up shit. Not to mention it's good for like when it comes to getting levels for, repairing shit in an anvil or making new stuff in an anvil. I actually made it up to a level like 200 between this and the villager trading hall when I was like bulk trading at the time. It helps out massively. Alright, our last little bit here is this pickaxe, so we can probably tuck away some of this other stuff here. Yeah, of course some other stuff still does need to be emptied out, but it's fine enough for the moment. Not too big a deal. Yep, we can go ahead and do that. And this ought to give me more than enough levels here to get all this shit completely fixed. So yeah, that's literally all it takes. We'll go ahead and fly on up to the trading hall just so I have a safer spot to put all this shit away at. But it's really not too bad. It's still perfectly safe down here. I just hate being around these things, so I pretty much want to get away from it as fast as possible. Our bow is also not a mending bow, by the way. It is in fact an infinity bow because I have only good ideas. Because it is a good idea. I am actually making a mending bow in here at some point. It's mainly for like tipped arrows, since infinity doesn't work with tipped arrows. So always something to point out. But now we'll go ahead and get this shit done real quick. So we're back up here. And we can pop over to our handy dandy ender chest and pull out the toolbox. And we'll go ahead and just dump away everything that isn't super necessary. So mainly the fortune axe, the hoe, the 2 elytra, the soul speed 3 boots, the trident. They have a duplicate, yeah. Go. And that's about it, more or less, give or take. Yeah, we got enough room for the extra hoe in there, so we might as well put it away. But that's really all it boils down to, so it's pretty easy. Yeah, a quick little fix. Now we can go ahead and pop on back into the nether and go turn on the mob switch and then pop back out and start digging. So yeah. Yeah, again, the Guardian Farm design is by Ian Axefor on YouTube. Highly recommend you build it if you can help it. It is the first ever Guardian Farm I built. Now, if it's your first Guardian Farm that you've ever built, you should build that one. Because all the other ones traditionally are like go kill yourself because you have to go drain out an entire ocean monument out of all of its water, and then it's just a massive time sink for a farm, and not like a good time sink. It's an XP farm. It's a glorified XP farm, and there are other options that are much easier that provide about the same rates. Mainly the Enderman farm, unfortunately. You only really get the highly efficient ones for their drops, but at that point, if you're just getting it for the drops, it would be fully automatic, or they'd eventually die to like lava or like entity cramming or something. So it wouldn't wouldn't be worth going through all the extra effort for. But yeah, we need to load the overworld on this side, so that way the chunk loader does its thing, and then we can go ahead and pop on back through. Really ought to install some wool in this area, but who knows. Yep, chunk loader should be active, which means our mob switch is active. And yeah, out we go. So we're just gonna keep digging today, another 2.5 hours or so. My main goal is to get the whole thing finished. It seems like it should be pretty doable. We'll see how that goes, but I definitely want at least another half of it finished today. And then we can leave the last little strip for another time if I really need to. But hopefully things ought to speed up since I know I'm going to dig into a tough patch here or there. And tough is insta-mine, and so is like gravel and things like that. So that should make my life a little bit easier. But let's go ahead and head on down here. I'll go ahead and sleep first just to kind of get this reset, and then we'll head out of here. So yeah, get out of here. That'll be another pretty easy day today, so not gonna worry about it too much. Got a good little bit of extra inventory for doing this. That's good. We're gonna use our Fortune 3 pickaxe this time, and we'll switch these around a little bit more. Should be coming up on it here soon. Here we go. Yep, there is our chunk. Very cool. It is in fact the size of a chunk. That's nice. And yeah, we just gotta keep digging here, so go ahead and pop on down to the bottom-ish. You can already see the quarter that I started here, this little sliver that's partially gone. That's what we're gonna be doing today. So all we want to do is just dig this thing down as far as it goes. And yeah, that's really about it. So we got quite a way to go, but that's alright. I'm gonna be pretty quiet throughout most of this. Honestly, the only reason I'm streaming this stuff is again I do want to record everything just to kind of have like archived and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's in fact just gonna be me digging a hole for another 2.5 hours. So you know, nothing too exciting, but it's got to be done. That's all right, you know. Here we go. First good part done. I'm playing a little bit of Scarlet and Violet. I was playing it yesterday, but I had to go do some stuff for a long time, and then played it a little bit more last night. It's fine so far. It's like every Pokemon game in terms of like it's extremely fucking slow in the beginning, which you know I don't appreciate. You know, once you get past it, I'm sure it's fine enough. But it's pretty okay so far. At least can't really complain too much about it. But I don't dislike it either. I remember all this stuff is going down to like negative 55 or so, and we're only at negative 21. And this is just another quarter, so I have to do this 2 more times as well once I'm done with this initial part. Which, you know, takes a while. It is not nearly as bad if I could hit more like patches of tough, but I barely hit any last time. The best thing I hit was a small patch of tough and then like gravel. When that was it, because when you hit Instamind stuff, it speeds the process up so fucking much. But the problem is actually hitting it. You know, all this shit has been is like solid deep slate, pretty much. Unfortunately, which is fine, but definitely does make things a little bit more annoying and tedious. But see, we got like a good patch of tough down here that I'll be able to dig into. That'd be pretty good. But yeah, I gotta go back to work on Monday, and then I'm at work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I found out that my paycheck is a week behind because that's just how it is at that company, which is a little annoying. But either way, I go to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then, of course, Thursday is Thanksgiving, and then there's, Black Friday, so that's cool. Um, and I'm pretty much just like waiting for Thanksgiving to be over at that point. See how much faster that was. That's so nice. But yeah, I won't really be doing a whole lot of streaming next week. I might be able to. I'll probably try and squeeze something on Tuesday at least, like Tuesday afternoon. I'll get off of work at like 2. I'll be home at about 3 or so, and then hopefully I should have the house to myself for another couple of hours. So I'll probably eat lunch and then just stream from there, depending on how I'm feeling. Should feel fine, but pretty tired after getting off of that job, but it's fine enough. It's easy money. Just boring is all, but it's easy, so yeah, I'll take it. But yep, Monday I start back on my real estate classes after I get home from work, so I have to start doing those again in bulk. I want it done by the end of November, so that way I can have like most of December to work on. I guess I'd have until the end of January to finish all of it too, to be fair. But I'm giving myself pretty much until the end of November, maybe like middle of December, to finish that real estate class, so that way I can actually get started with them. Um, so that way I've at least got another job lined up once this one is over. And then I'm hoping by the end of January, when my contract is up, I'll have my, I want to call it data entry. I don't know why I keep doing that. I'll have my fucking insurance adjustment license in. Hopefully I'll have that done as well by the end of January. So that means your boy is going to be making some big money if I end up getting both of those, because, they both require you to get certified at like a state level, and it's not something they just give you because it has to be state certified. So the, requirements for it are a lot more rigorous. So it's a good deal. And they always need, like insurance adjustment too, considering they always need somebody to like, double check what the field adjusters do. And then I have work across the whole country because of like some kind of like commonality program they have. Or if you get it in one state, it'll apply to all the other like partner states as well. Because they've got about the same requirements, which is honestly a sick deal. So it's pretty easy money. And I couldn't even find one that paid less than 50,000, even at like entry level, like the ones that were salaried. They do tend to pay by like hour and also by like amount done. So you might get a base salary and a commission on top of it as well for most of these, which is honestly pretty sick. Because the base salary is always good, but the commission's where the real money is made. You do a lot of them, you get paid like some serious money, and it's actually proportional. Which is honestly how it should be for a good chunk of jobs. Like the more money you're pulling in for the business, you should be seeing a little bit more of it. But who knows? See how much quicker that was? Again, we got all that patch of tough, so now we're already like halfway done with this little section here, which is nice. But I'm still having a hard time though thinking up of like more certificates and those kinds of things I'd want to grab, because I don't know what else there is too. I just know that there definitely has got to be other stuff that I would be able to get that'd be really good to have, but I don't know what it would even be is my other issue. Yeah, that real estate stuff will be pretty good since, I get to handle all the back end like paperwork stuff, and then my mom handles all the sales, so then it's, pretty good because that means I can be at home just doing that stuff and doing whatever else on top of it while I'm waiting for other stuff to come in, which is pretty nice. And then I could even have like another job on top of that too if I really wanted to, so that way I could earn even more money. Because my main goal, honestly, is just trying to earn enough like while I'm still like pretty young to where I could retire when I'm like 40 or something. Just cash out early and then be done with life, you know? Because I'm not interested in working until I'm like 70 or something and barely living off of like Social Security for the rest of my life. Because that, you know, nah, that ain't happening. So, hit that. I should be able to pull it off too. Just kind of depends. How long has it been? It's only been half an hour. In fact, it's not even been half an hour. It's been like 26 minutes, so doing pretty good on time here. Especially since this quarter's starting to come along pretty well. We've only got another, like, less than 20 blocks to go, so that's good. Definitely be getting a lot of this done. There we go. Alright, that stone was in place when I first dug into this small little cave part. And it looks like it'll be even easier for the next quarter too, since, you know, a lot of it is still cave after all, so I just had to block up the end pieces a little bit here and there, but otherwise it's all just empty air and tough. Still see we got another little cross section of tough up there, so I still am going to hit a little bit of an easy patch, which is nice. Good to hit. Alright, I should probably do this really quick. There we go. We'll just toss the cobblestone out of a cliff or something. It's not really that good to have. It'll just take up a whole inventory slot despite only having like 6 of them, so, you know. I hope they re-add the bundle in 1.19.3 or 20, because they've re-enabled it in the snapshots with an extra like data pack, and it's literally the same as how it was before, but supposedly now that they've got like new control configuration on Bedrock Edition, it should be a lot better to use there, or at least usable. The main thing. It wasn't really usable before because the controls just weren't really optimized for it, and they had to come up with a good solution. They just couldn't, you know. The rough thing to do, I guess. Go ahead and get this. But I'm hoping it come. Oh, yeah, right. Gravel. I'm hoping it does come back soon, because, damn it, I actually really like the thing, you know. And how does that one keep happening? It's always weird. Oh. Wait, which. Oh. I was about to say, what the fuck? A little awkward. Not too big of a deal or nothing, just weird. Still got a large chocolate bar I gotta eat. I bought a 1 pound Hershey bar recently and I've only eaten a quarter of it. The fucking 1 pound Reese's one though, that one was good. I might buy that again unironically. Pretty good. But they're really only more as a treat since it's, you know, the holidays and all that kind of stuff, or it's gonna be the holidays. It ain't really the holidays yet, but you know, corporate greed strikes again. Christmas is earlier because, you know, it's more profitable for it to be earlier. I kind of wish the pay grade wasn't actually like a week behind, so that way I could actually like have some money for like Black Friday. But that's all right. I don't really have a lot I really need to buy like on Black Friday, anyways, or anything I'd really even want to buy either. There's in fact a difference between needing something and wanting something, but I don't really have either of those things that I want to buy. No, I'm just hanging on to my money for right now, and I'll just spend it later when I do need it. The main thing is I gotta save my first paycheck to pay for my car insurance, and then which is like 200 a month, even though it's just fucking liability insurance. I won't get like destroyed if like you know I crash into someone, and then it'll just cover for their car, but not for mine since my car's old. Which is still 200 a month for that, which I don't like. But the other thing too is I'm saving up like $300 to take a that fucking course on insurance adjustment. Because once I pass that course and their exam, I get my license from the state. So, or they take stuff like that. Especially since I'm not going back to college for a little while. I'm just gonna end up waiting until fall of like 2023, mainly because like it's gonna massively mess with my scholarship if I end up taking it during the spring and summer. If I take it during the spring and then I don't take enough during the summer, then I get demoted to like part time like credit hours, which I can't really have because it covers 100%. And I'm not gonna be able to pull the extra like 25% out of like thin air or nothing. So it's important that I get that. Oh, where this one ends. But it should be fine. I've been in college long enough and I got plenty of time to actually sit down and finish it. But I just don't. I'm just tired of rushing for it. It's taking like months just to try and get this shit all set up with what I've already got, but I have to fucking call them still and ask them about this. They want a preliminary transcript, even though I got it in writing multiple times that they do not need it. So I have to call them and ask them to take that off my account so they can review my application if they really want to. But at this point, it's probably going to get done, and since the semester starts in January, they're like, oh, well, it's too late now anyway, so, cool. But they didn't tell me that at all, if that is the case yet, so who knows. College work is definitely a little annoying just getting into it. But it's fine. I'll get it done at some point. At least I'll be working a job in the meantime, too, so I won't just be at home doing nothing. Gotta be getting close. Yeah, we're at negative 51, so we are actually really close to being done with this quarter here, so that's good. You can see the floor. Oh, actually, we're right by it. Oh, yeah, I forgot that was here. I think I looked at that. We just want to get rid of the old water. I only had that in case I drop straight down, but I'll just glide down with the elytra more often than not, so we'll just get rid of it because it is going to get in the way here soon. Alright, that's another shulker box of shit. Good. Cool. At least the deep plate ones will be really easy to sort, but the ones that were like at the stone layers, those ones are going to be a little bit more difficult because, there's a ton of other stuff mixed in with stones. Mainly like gravel and like diorite, andesite, granite, all that other shit was mixed in. But we need to do two here. And then the flat layer here. Alright, last little quarter here, and then we can start on another quarter. Shouldn't really be too bad. Again, this one should be a lot easier since we got a couple of like patches here and there of tough and like, other stuff. And then the caves too, so should be about the same time, if nothing else at least, but hopefully it's a little bit quicker than, than last time. And hey, there we go, another good section done. So we're more than halfway done with all of this. We just have, this large dash chunk to take out. And then we'll be good to build in it at some point. Although, again, I do have to flatten the walls a little bit with a nice block. I don't want to leave really like splotches everywhere. So I don't exactly have a block decided that I'd like to use. I'm guessing it's going to be quartz, but if I don't end up using quartz, it'll be deep slate. Since deep slate I can turn in just about anything and it's like cheap. I can get a lot of it, and I already do have a lot of it. Um, that's always good. One, six, cool. A little something like that. See, again, even just getting little spurts of it here and there speeds it up massively. Level we at negative 19. We're gonna change it up here a little bit too, just so it's a little bit something different instead of the same enough shit. We're gonna actually start flattening out this other quarter too with it, so we're gonna bring both of them down like 6 layers at a time each time. We'll just do it in kind of like steps is all. Out of inventory space again, huh? Of course, that was the one I picked. And this one's full too. I guess both of them are. Oh, good thing I got the third one here. A little annoying, but whatever. Alright, so this is the actual edge of everything. Again, it's nice having an actual fast section compared to all the slow-ass deep slate, so it's nice, Even if it's only a little bit here and there, it is going to add up significantly over enough time. Pick this up and dump it away too, but and we're in another good patch of stuff here, so should get a little bit faster. Only a little bit though. I don't think we're gonna see some massive jump in anything, but might as well get all of it knocked out while we still can, you know? Let's see here, right? So go down another 6. Here we go. Okay, cool. Got some extra diamonds. It's always nice to see. Even if it's not really useful, but they're still nice. We at now? Negative 25, right? Okay, so we've got another 25, about 30 left to go. Mainly 30. If we're doing 6 each time, that means we actually are getting pretty fucking close, as we've only got to do this another like 5 times after this one. So, pretty good. Still making good progress. Where the beacon is? Oh, it's close enough. Know where the beam was. And again, seeing gravel means my job gets easier since, I can insta mine it really quick, no questions asked, so nice to see. In fact, a good thing for once. Alright, so this will be another quarter done here. And then of course we do have the other quarter right to my side here that I still need to do, but even then there's not even really a lot left of it anymore. It's still got a good healthy mix of gravel and tuff to help speed things along here and there. I'm out of inventory space yet again, so time to pop down the shulker box here in a moment. Just finish up this small little chunk. Good. And actually pick the right one for once, sweet. And we're out of space again. Leave that out just for a little bit here. There we go. Good. So that's another good chunk of it done. And again, we've only got another 30 blocks down to go. So we're still going to be digging a while, but we're at least still making good progress here. I'm going to have to get more shulker boxes here soon. Just remembered too, I never turned that back up. Like being to, oh, I don't know, hear the things getting ready to murder me, so I only turned that down because we were dealing with guardians and I know they weren't going to murder me, probably. Either way, I still like to be able to hear them because, you never know. Because if the sound's completely off, the subtitles don't appear for it either. So, and the subtitles are kind of nice, like actual like visual indicators too that I like having. It's useful. Go ahead and hide the F3 menu for now. We don't really need it. Another quarter done here. Or it's about to be, rather. And then, of course, we still have the other one here that needs to be done. We are still making good progress. Could hit those diamonds relatively soon on one of these little patches here. But we'll see. Yeah, see, there they are. Another dry spell of no tough and everything like that, unfortunately, so this one's been a little slower than I would have liked. It's fine. One of these here is one, and that was the right one. Good. A little bit of diamond there. I'll just leave those out for right now while I kind of focus on the rest of this. How long has it been? 54 minutes, so good progress so far today. Don't go too wrong with that. Still is pretty quick though, but again, it just takes a lot of time. It's quick to get them done in little chunks like that, but it still is just a massive, like, time sink. I really do think it's going to be worth it though. Even if it ends up not being viable for whatever reason for all the farms, it still is going to be cool, and then I can definitely do something with this anyways. Okay, so let's see here. That was 1, 2, whoops. And we need more deep slate anyways, but I'm going to do something really quickly here. Here we go. And we're just going to take about 2 stacks of this stuff. Because really quickly I need to make sub walls and walls yet again. I'm going to go ahead and get all this shit done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get a nice section of open air here. It's good. Flatten it out at the bottom as I go along. Go. Here's the edge. Get another tough patch, good. Help speed things up a good bit here, at least for a little while. We at now? Negative 37. Another 2 more of these will put me down 14. No, it'll put me down 12, so that'll put me to negative 49. And that means I'd only have to do another one. So yeah, we've only got about 3 more of these ones to do, and then we're actually done with the chunk. Which is pretty good. And then again, some of my work is already done with this small like cave here too, so always helps out to get a little bit of extra shit done here and there. Do have another 2 stacks that can go in here at some point. I'm not gonna get rid of the scaffolding quite yet, because I might want to actually climb up it here real quick to, yeah, because it's only this little like 3x3 basically, so we're just gonna kind of take it out from the top down. It's a little easier to do right now. Here we go. That's another chunk of this shit done. Yep, we are in fact making progress. That's good. I am really out of space here though, so we're gonna actually kind of do something real quick. Mainly we're just gonna pack up as much of this as I can. And we'll just go ahead and fly this up. And go get 4 new shulker boxes. There we go. Takes 2 fireworks to actually get up here now, which is pretty interesting. But these should be the last 4 that I actually need, so... Yep, down we go. Here we go. And we want to go down another 6 here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go. Just puts it at -43. Okay. We're still getting there. Oh man, excuse me. A little tired here. Again, it's already been an hour of just doing this, so it still does take quite a while, but I am getting there. But we had a nice patch of tough, so that actually helps things out massively. See, we already got an eighth of that done because of that. I don't really care too much for the gold, but we'll still grab it. I don't really care for the ore specifically. Same with the raw gold, it's just kind of whatever. I can always go out and mine more if I really need it for decoration, you know? Especially since I know where a mesa is, I should be able to get a lot of it. Yeah, you can see just how fast we're like carving through all this shit now that it's all like tough pretty much. And we're already done with another like section of it here very soon. Another good section of that done. Negative 43, this will put us down to negative 49, and you can see we are still getting very close here, so go down another 6, so 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and we're at negative 49, yep, near the end. Fortunately, I'm not sure how fast this layer is going to be, if it's even going to be fast at all. I'm sure I'll find out here soon. We're finally almost done though. We'll probably get rid of the, I don't know if I want to do that next time or not. I'm not sure what I want to do or really when I want to do it, but I want to get rid of the actual like walls here at some point. Just don't know quite when, but they do need to go. Since they are going to be an actual block and not just like various stone and like deep slate and gravel and stuff and all that other shit. They got to be an actual block. So end up doing that at some point. Yeah, this is practically a solid chunk of deep slate, so we're gonna be here for a little bit. Still doing good though. And we're literally right near the bottom of it. Which is always nice. Alright, almost done with another section here. Need a little bit more. We are getting there though. Alright, we're finally almost done. Let's go down another 6 here, or actually we'll do it on this edge over here first. We only had to go down 4. That was the last full layer or set of layers that we actually did, so now it should get a little bit quicker since we're only doing 4 at a time instead of 6. But we should be able to power through this last little bit here, and yeah. I've dug out a whole chunk top to bottom. I'll have to dismantle the beacon and then also dig out another layer and flatten it with bedrock at the bottom there. You know, we'll worry about that in a little bit. It's going to be another kind of goofy one to do. I think the chunk loader should be at the bottom. And the main thing too is I want to, and I know it's probably not very smart to do it like this. I want to do it like this, but basically, I want a hopper line, or if not a hopper line, I want it's probably going to be a hopper line since I don't want to do a bunch of dropper clocks to actually split the items out down into one central chute. But basically, I want in a corner or something like a hopper line that goes all the way down to an actual storage an actual storage area down here. Just because I can and I should do that. There will be item filters for it, things like that. For certain farms mainly, and when I'm saying certain farms here, I'm more broadly referring to the bamboo farm and maybe the iron farm, but mainly the bamboo farm, honestly. Those ones will have an actual dedicated shulker box loader down here at the bottom, since there's going to be so much of it. But it ought to be fine. Or maybe the shulker box loader should be up where it actually is, where they... Well, no, because it's going to have a minecart loader thing. Who knows? We'll... Fuck, damn it. Figure it out then, but... Either way, we're actually almost done here, so this is the last little bit, and then we do have that other layer, but that's not too hard to do. It won't take too long. But yep, we dug out pretty much an entire chunk from top to bottom within about 3 days, so that's pretty good. Just for reference, this took about 5.5 hours to do. Still not technically fully done yet because of the walls, but they're kind of negligible compared to the actual bulk of this, so it took quite a while to do, but we did do it, which that's always nice to see. But anyways, let's go ahead and just keep getting this shit done and out. Nice little section. Cool. Great. Alright, sick. And we are out of inventory space yet again, but that's alright. Go ahead and put in the rest of this, the iron, all that other shit. We'll just pick up what's here and kind of get rid of all the old stone and whatnot and just go replace it with cobble deep slate. And break that. And we'll start chipping out the iron here. This one's gonna take some time to do as well. That's the bottom layer, and then we can start working up again. Georgie. Hey buddy, go, look at him go. Got my cat with me. It's very cool. Yes she is, yes she is. Oh, look at him go. Gotta eat breakfast here soon too. I guess it's more like gonna be lunch by the time I'm done, but gotta eat something. I'm hungry, damn it. But yeah, no, we did pretty good here. You know, the whole thing's dug out in about 5 hours, so I want to make a massive building, and I wanted to do it in a 2x2 of chunks. That's gonna take even longer since it's 2x2. Like how you can actually hear the beacon power down. It's kind of a cool touch. That'd be a little bit till we mine that. Here we go. That is officially everything. What we're gonna do is patch this down to here, and we're gonna flatten this floor out. So we'll just do one more layer here. We gotta put torches in the corners and whatnot, but that's easy enough to do. I was getting ready to insta-mine that, but nope, it in fact didn't because we don't have the beacon for it, which is fine. Just forgot it was like that. So I used to insta-mine it about everything between my base and actually here, you know. It's kind of weird when it isn't after a certain point, you know. But that's alright. Here's some lava near me still, but we can just ignore it. It's not too big a deal. This is the only floor that's gonna kind of remain like undone. Like it's not really gonna be finished because I can't because of the bedrock. And I don't want to build up an extra layer because I want to like get as much mileage out of this place as possible with it being like flat. So you know we're just gonna have to accept that it's gonna look like deep slate and bedrock for the whole time. That's all right, you know. One thing I can do at the very least is kind of carve out all this stuff here and then just replace it with cobbled deep slate. I'll at least do that. So this shouldn't take too long either. Out of space again, damn. Well, it's because of the other stuff too, right? That would make sense, yeah. I don't know how I opened that so quickly, that's fine. We need to grab this really quickly. that away, and we'll slam those away. There we go. Good. We'll just go ahead and keep throwing all this stuff in. Go ahead and just get more of this shit mined out. Alright, and then all we have to do is just fill it back in with stuff. We'll get rid of the old cobbled deep slate here as well. There we go. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and go along and kind of place all this stuff in. More. There we go. It should be enough for a little bit more. I always restock on it too if I need it, but imagine having a motorcycle and actually wanting to fucking rev the thing to be really loud. Like, come on, man. Get real. Yep, we're pretty much good here, so we'll just go ahead and finish this little bit up and put the torches in the corner, and then we're good. We'll want a little bit in the center too. It's not just going to be this stuff. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so yeah, we're officially done with digging it out at least. Of course, we still have to, put stuff in it, for example, and dig out the walls at some point to fill in with actual side walls. But I'll do that once I settle on a material and I actually have a bunch of it. As I talked about, it's probably going to be deep slate tiles or bricks or some variant of those things that I just said. Um, Otherwise, it's just going to be like concrete or quartz or something. Maybe quartz, but again, that one kind of is dependent on some other things. So you have to trade for quite a lot of quartz to be able to fill something like that up. So not impossible. It's not what I'm saying. It's just rough. It takes some time. But yeah, I can start compiling in a separate playlist all the ones I'm gonna put in the chunk there, all the separate farms. So at least I have all those on hand. But I'm thinking Moss Farm, Honeycomb, Honey Bottle Farm, Iron Farm if it works, Shulker Farm if it works, which it should. I want to say that it does, hopefully. Let's see here, what else? Sugarcane Farm, Bamboo Farm. Um, Technically a kelp farm, but kelp is for suckers, so we're not going to talk about that one. What else? What else? I had other farms I know I was thinking of. I know Moss Farm was something I had already said. Fuck, what else, man? I know there was other stuff I wanted to build in there. Hmm. I can't think anything else at the moment. I know there was other stuff. I really should have written these down earlier, but that's all right. But the bamboo farm is actually going to be quite big and fat because I want a ton of bamboo. I got metric fuck ton of it, so you know I'll have to eventually rework the geode somewhere over here too at some point. It's tucked away in that little area, so I should make a little like something here at some point. At least a small little like cavernish area. But yeah, we got our geode down there, and then our tree leads into there. This is mainly just because it is easier. I know I can go through the tree to get into here, but I would at least like a small little entrance here since it would definitely make things a little bit easier to see. But yeah, we'll just kind of leave it like that for now. Don't need to take out a whole lot. Trying to think of other farms I really want in there. I really can't think any. I'm not doing like crop farms like wheat and carrots and potato. They're not really worth it at all. Not this late game. They're only good for food or like trading. And you don't trade. I don't trade those kinds of things, so they've got no use to me. Um, a kind of a cool thing actually would be the super smelter if I moved it over there. To be fair, but its own fuel source would have to be bamboo, and I don't want it to be bamboo because I'm using the bamboo for its own wood. But we'll figure that out later. But either way, I'm done. It's day 1689. I'm a little tired. Sorry it was a lot shorter today, like about half an hour short. But I did do what I wanted to do, which was finish digging out the damn chunk. So I'm happy with it personally. But yeah, next time I will fucking, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I don't know what I want to do specifically, but I'm sure I can think of something. I'll probably start doing like my base stuff again, but I'm taking a break for a good while here, until I'm off of work for the weekend, and then also when Thanksgiving goes over. So it'll probably be a week or so. I'll probably be at least back maybe like Tuesday afternoon, but who knows? But it'll be another break for a while because nothing's lining up right now. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see y'all again soon. So